Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Welcome to our video presentation on enhancing UTM graduate attribute. This is the table of content of our presentation. The proposed program is RASYID Architecture Workshop organized by third-year architecture students. Students would gain practical expertise in essential RASYID skills, and the workshop provides a dynamic learning environment where participants can actively apply their knowledge. Our team's members include ABDUL, AIMAN bin NASRAN, CHONG, Tan Yang Hua, and LENG JESS, and I will pass to Chong to continue this presentation.
Thank you, I'm NASRAN. The next one will be survey. The first one is content. We had done a survey on what the participants want to learn about when they joined the workshop. The second one will be delivery. So our participants, some are came from local students and international students. So we have to decide specific language for all of them to understand. The third one is experience, to understand the quality of each of the students' laptop, whether they're best enough to run the RASYID software. And the fourth one will be software, to identify the amount of participants which had installed the RASYID software. If no, a live session of how to download the software will be done during the workshop events. And the next will be graded attribute. The first one is scholarship. From this way, they can improve their information seeking skill from this workshop to explore more setting in the RASYID. The second one will be adaptability, the benefit to students to adapt with the application for them to use in real life industry, mainly which are using RASYID. The third one will be thinking skills, allow the student to develop critical thinking, promote creativity, and effective problem-solving skills. The fourth one will be global citizen. The student will learn professional software that are being used globally because they could help them to practice real-world work industry through the use of RASYID software. The next part will be proposal throughout this event. The first part will be the outline of the event. So the main points are introduction to RASYID and BIMs, basic and advanced skill for students, hands-on exercises, and collaborative design. So what are the benefits? First is to gain proficiency in RASYID and expand their employment opportunity. Third one will be logistics. You need to choose a suitable date to organize, for example, Friday and Saturday, and duration of the workshops and the location suitable to be done. The fourth one is the strategies. So our main target are architecture students, and we will use our social media to promote the event. The fifth one will be the budget. So it's related to things such as the venue rental, setup, speaker fee, and refreshments during the breakout sessions.
The aim of the program was to expose architecture students on the importance of Autodesk Revit into their studio project design, how to apply the software in correct and simple tricks while using it, also explain the potential market value of building information modeling, or also known as BIM, in the future architectural jobs opportunity in Malaysia. So there are three objectives for these programs. So the first one will be the basic modeling, where we provide lectures on the basis of designing buildings and create 3D models of architectural design using Revit. Second will be BIM skills, where it was to strengthen the ability of students to create detailed building designs, which has the programs in the 3Ds and produce detailed documentation and construction drawings. And the third one will be to design, where the students to integrate their Revit modeling skills into their studio project. The target audience for the projects to be expected for all architectural schools in University Technology Malaysia and architecture students from other universities as well to join together in the workshops. So the organization charts, we will have our presidents and our vice president. We have main and the technical vice presidents, and we have treasurers, secretaries, and as well as the technical support for the whole programs.
Next, I will be talking about our proposed program, which we will proposing a program of Revit workshop, which will be organized by Architect UTM, led by the third year architecture students. The date of the program, we propose it to be 13 October 2023, which is Friday. Also, it is the second week of the first semester of session 2023-2024. While the time of the program, we propose it to start from 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. The venue of the program, we propose it to be Magma Computer at Block B11, ground floor or level 1. The tutor of the program will be Ismail Wajdi bin Rafi'i, which is current UTM Master of Architecture student. Here are some additional details of the tutor or speaker, which he is a certified remodeler, while he is the alumni of UTM as he studied his Bachelor of Architecture in UTM and he pursued his Master studies from 2023 until this year.
Moving on to the next part, for the tentative of the program will be a whole day. It is on 7:30 a.m. and until 5:30 p.m. in the evening. For the modules, workshop modules, the first module is in introduction to building. It is basically the student getting to know how the Revit software, how they use, and then basically interface and command general of drawing and modifier tools that have made in the software of Revit. And then for the second module, it is setting up levels and grid system. This one is starting to have the grid of the building, and then we start to modeling of the walls, and then we go to the working with doors and windows and all the curtain walls that can be learned together by the faculty. After the lunch hour at 2 p.m, the third module will be start. The third module will be covering on the floors and ceiling, roof, and creating stairs and railing. And then for the module 4, it is the last part, which is setting up the sheets. And then on the module 4, it will be setting it up on the sheets, working with text, dimension and text, annotation, details, and keynote length. Moving on to the next part, financials. Okay, for the financial part, the income, we will usually got the income from architecture club funds, 400 ringgit, and then we got the registration fees. All the students need to pay for 25 ringgit per person, and we are expected to have 120 students covering 2 batch, usually in the second year and the first year. And then for the total income that we got is 3,400 ringgit for the expenses, and all the costs of expenses will be totaled up in 3,000 ringgit, and we have a balance of 400 ringgit after all the program ended.
In conclusion, the proposed Revit workshop activity holds tremendous potential for enhancing UTM graduate attributes. Through hands-on training, expert guidance, and interactive sessions, participants can gain valuable knowledge and practical experience in using Revit software. We believe that by implementing this workshop, UTM can further solidify its potential as an institution that nurtures well-rounded graduates who are well prepared to excel in their chosen field. That's all from our group. Thank you for watching.